The Earth is the only planet known to man that supports life. A variety of plants and animals live on our planet. Natural resources available on Earth influence all life forms. In this lesson, you will learn about natural resources such as air, water, and soil, their importance, and the pollution of these resources. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe Earth as a biosphere, describe air as a natural resource, describe the role of air in control of climate, list the causes of air pollution, describe water as a natural resource, list the causes of water pollution, describe soil as a natural resource, describe the formation of soil, and list the causes of soil pollution.
Hi there! How are you doing today? I'm here to join you on an exciting ride to learn something more about the place we live in, Earth, and its resources. So gear up, 'cause it's time to take off. Do you know the 3 important natural resources of Earth? I don't, so let's find out.
The resources available on Earth are land, water, and air. The solid outermost layer of the Earth's crust and the rigid upper part of its mantle is called lithosphere. The water that is found on the Earth's surface, above it as clouds, and below it as groundwater, is called hydrosphere. It constitutes 75% of the Earth's surface. The air that covers Earth like a blanket is called the atmosphere. The region of Earth where the atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere interact and support life is called the biosphere.
Wow! I didn't know that. But I know what bio means. Bio means life. Let's find out more.
The biosphere has 2 components, biotic and abiotic. Living organisms constitute the biotic component of the biosphere. Air, water, and soil constitute the abiotic component of the biosphere.
Okay, so that means the biotic and abiotic components need each other, right? Living organisms need air, water, and soil to live.
The biotic component utilizes natural resources like land, water, and air to survive. Let's look at air as a natural resource. Air is a mixture of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water vapor, which support life. Let's now focus on the atmospheric gases that are used on Earth, like nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. Nitrogen is used to produce a number of organic molecules like proteins. Nitrogen is fixed in plants and is transferred to animals through the food chain. Plants and animals use oxygen for respiration. Combustion of fossil fuels also requires oxygen. The other important atmospheric gas, carbon dioxide, is mainly used by green plants for photosynthesis to prepare food. Marine animals absorb atmospheric carbon dioxide and form carbonic acid. These carbonate ions are used by marine animals to make shells.
I couldn't live without oxygen or carbon dioxide. I'm sure there is more that air does for us.
That's right. Air helps to maintain a steady temperature on Earth during the day and controls the climate and the formation of rain. Let's see how. Here are 3 beakers. The first is filled with water, the second with soil, and the third is left empty. A thermometer is placed in each of the beakers. The beakers are placed in sunlight for 3 hours, and the thermometer readings are taken. Do you notice a difference in the readings? The temperature reads more in the second beaker than in the others. This indicates that soil gets heated faster than water and air. If we perform the same experiment under shade, this is how the temperature stands. This time, the temperature reads more in the first beaker than in the others. This indicates that soil gets cooled faster than water and air. Since soil gets heated faster than water, the air above land also gets heated faster than the air above water bodies. During the day, heated air above the land starts rising, creating a low-pressure area. This causes air to move from a high-pressure area over the sea to a low-pressure area over the land. This creates a sea breeze. This is the reason why land near water bodies gets colder faster.
Cool! That's why I like the seaside best. But if all this happens in the day, what happens at night?
At night, since soil cools faster than water, the air above the land is cooler than the air above the sea. This causes air to move from a high-pressure area over the land to a low-pressure area over the sea, creating a land breeze. However, it is not only the temperature, but some other factors that are equally important, like rotation of the earth, presence of mountains, altitude, etc. Apart from causing land and sea breezes, air also helps to form rain. Let's see how. Water bodies get heated during the day and water evaporates into the air. Hot air rises and carries the water vapor with it. As the air rises, it cools. This causes the vapor to condense into tiny water droplets. When these droplets grow bigger, they fall down as rain. This process is called precipitation. When the temperature is low, precipitation may occur in the form of snow, sleet, or hail. In many parts of India, rain is brought by seasonal winds called monsoons. There are 2 types of monsoons, southwest and northeast. Southwest monsoons brings the maximum amount of rainfall for India.
Look at what I got for you. This map shows the rainfall pattern of India. These regions in India receive high rainfall and show maximum biodiversity. These regions have moderate rainfall, while these areas receive low rainfall and show minimum biodiversity.
The contamination of air with chemicals, smoke, dust particles, and disease-causing agents is called air pollution.
No wonder I have been coughing all day. We should stop polluting the air. But before that, let's find out the causes.
Burning of fossil fuels contributes to the addition of suspended, unburnt hydrocarbon particles into the air. Fuels like coal and petroleum also release nitrogen and sulfur oxides. These oxides of nitrogen and sulfur dissolve in air and form acid rain. Breathing of this polluted air causes allergies, cancer, and heart diseases. Now, let us look at another natural resource, water. It is found on the Earth's surface, under the ground, and in the atmosphere as water vapor. Most of the water on the Earth's surface, found in seas and oceans, is saline. Fresh water is found frozen at the 2 poles, on snow-covered mountains, and in rivers and lakes. The availability of water is one of the main factors that decide the nature of vegetation and diversity of life in an area. Water is essential for the survival of plants and animals, as cellular processes take place in a water medium. The contamination of water by sewage, chemicals, detergents, fertilizers, and other harmful substances is called water pollution. Let's take a look at the causes of water pollution. Industry chemicals and urban sewage are dumped into rivers and lakes. Fertilizers and pesticides used in farms dissolve in water. Dissolved oxygen is needed by aquatic animals. A rise in the water temperature removes the dissolved oxygen and causes the death of many aquatic animals.
Look at what we have done again. Very soon, there'll be no clean water to drink.
Like air and water, soil is another important natural resource that supports life. You must have seen different types of soil, but do you know what it really is? Soil contains soil particles, humus, and living organisms. Humus determines the quality of soil. Over millions of years, rocks on the Earth's crust have been broken down by physical, chemical, and biological processes to make soil. Sun, water, wind, and living organisms are the factors that help in the making of soil. Due to uneven contraction and expansion, rocks crack and break into smaller particles of soil. Water logged in the cracks of rocks freezes, and the cracks widen to eventually break into soil. Living organisms like lichens grow on the surface of rocks and release chemicals that powder rocks to soil. The flowing water in rivers breaks the hard rock and forms soil particles. Strong winds erode rocks and carry sand from one place to another. The addition of substances that adversely affect soil fertility is called soil pollution.
It seems we didn't spare soil too. How did we do it?
Use of fertilizers and pesticides destroyed soil structure by killing microorganisms and earthworms. Deforestation leads to soil erosion. Fine particles of soil are also carried away by water and wind.
Soil forms very slowly. Around 1 centimeter of soil is formed in 500 years. So it is important to conserve soil.